All right, what's up, everybody? Today we are doing a student interview with our client in KCA, Jeremy Watson. Jeremy's been a client of ours for a little bit now and just had a really, really awesome student win and landed a role with a really awesome company. So we're just going to be asking him some questions about his experience and what his whole journey has been like inside of KCA. So to start off, Jeremy, why don't you share a little bit about who you are, what's your background, and what you were doing before KCA?
That'll work. I appreciate it, Emmer. Um, Man, I've been in sales for 5 years now, business of my own, and then the merchant service industry for small business owners. And it's been one of those things that challenging doing in-person stuff. It's one of those things having to control the funnel from beginning to end. So high ticket industry was really appealing. Just wanting to find something that was basically streamlined, automated, and then really jump up in the commissions that I could earn. And so the only thing that was offered that was this. And I saw your program online. Really liked the Kingdom aspect of it, and you did not disappoint. The group didn't disappoint. Got to network with some really solid dudes that were chasing the king first and then chasing a way to provide for their families, and met a lot of great people through this. But the biggest piece I got out of it was to be challenged and educated in all of the facets, awareness and the niches for high ticket offer connecting, and it set me up for this opportunity that I landed. And so I couldn't be more appreciative of the growth and the challenge and the insight that the group and you yourself has provided. So it's been really good.
Yeah, man. Tell us a little bit about yourself. Like, I mean, outside of work, who are you? And I mean, I know you personally, but for the people that are watching this, they might be able to relate to someone like you.
Yeah, no doubt. A little bit of an adrenaline junkie, snow skiing, riding my motorcycle, dirt bikes, side by sides. I like to live life in a big way, but I like to do it with the people that matter to me the most. So my family is super important, and what I've done with my professional career has centered around them as well, and then also centered around who I believe God's created me to be. Being able to have so many options in high ticket sales to find something that aligns with my values and what I'm passionate about, my own talents, was another big reason I jumped into this. And so I'm working with being able to serve a doctor in his program and helping people not only add time to their life, but quality of life. And that's a big piece when you're talking about investing in family and chasing those memories that matter most with the people that matter most. And so I'm big on family, big on following the king of the universe, and making some wild memories through adventures. So this is going to help me a ton, be able to do that and chase kiddos around and be able to work from wherever I need to. And man, I'm super excited about it.
Yeah. So it's pretty funny. You're on an offer that is helping people have more time with their family. You're a family man, right? You got two kiddos.
Yeah, twins, boy and a girl, 13 year
Okay.
olds.
There you go. And so you come from the merchant services industry. What was the problem that was going on there selling merchant services that wanted you to find something and transition into something like online remote sales?
Yeah, that's a good
Like why
question.
did you want to make that transition?
Yeah, I guess I'm not saying I'm a perfect individual, but being somebody that has the character and integrity to do what I'm going say I'm going to do. The merchant service industry is a very shady industry as far as business owners being convinced or lied to jump into contracts, hidden fees, incorrect information. And so, man, it didn't matter if I was Jesus himself coming and offering to purge their books and save them from all of the bad things. It's very hard to create trust in this industry. And so the
Mhm.
sales cycle is just super long. I pushed through a lot of objections and rebuttals and all that stuff and created a good portfolio of residual income. But at the end of the day, man, it weighs on you. It's a uphill grind. You're getting blamed or shunned for a lot of things you didn't do in the past, or because the industry is currently doing it. And it was one of those things that I knew it was time to make a change so that I could wake up each day excited for the people that I'm working with to be just as excited about the solution they're looking for as I was. So
Mhm. Yeah, man. And then I know a lot of what you shared with me too is like in that industry, you're driving a lot, which
yeah,
means, I mean, how many hours are you on the road every day
man.
when you're working there?
Especially when I started out, like it tapered off. I got to build. The nice thing about this industry is getting vested, building a residual portfolio. Like once you're vested, you don't have to sell any more accounts. You get your residual pay. I've been entrepreneurially minded for a lot of years, so I've had my hands in all kinds of stuff. It let me manage some of those things, but especially getting that business started, the portfolio built. I'd be out all day long. 30 businesses touched, and there'd be times where I wouldn't get a single solid meeting because they are either frustrated that I'm wanting to talk about their credit card processing, or they're too busy, they're not even there. I tried the phone calls. It didn't work because as soon as you tell them what you're calling about, they're like, never come around my business ever. At least with surprising them in person, you got a chance to show how genuine you might be able to be, or how you're local, that you're a business owner in their own community. You know, I had some of those very disarming things that I would try to get in very quickly. But man, I drive all day with zero fruit, and you know, just being able to just trying to guess where I was going. So to be able to stay at home and have leads scheduled for me, and it's night and day. It's about as far of a gap you can get in between the differences between what I was in and what I'm going to be doing now.
Hmm. That's awesome, man. How has your journey inside of KCA been? So like from the second that you joined, the training, the support to now, like if you had to walk through that, how's your overall experience been since joining?
Man, you know, I'll be straight up honest, just for everybody that's watching. I built a wedding venue in 2020. It actually started in 2019, but finished through COVID. Built that up from a $592,000 investment to a $1.3 million sale. So I understand what Ummer's doing. I've seen from beginning to end, from the beginning of the sales funnel to the close of the sale to taking care of the customer, the reviews on the end. And it's been top notch. So Daniel's the one that led me through being able to jump in the program, getting into the website that offers and houses all of the courses. Was super detailed, super clean, flowed well from introduction to the very end of needing to know every nitty gritty detail of how to effectively operate in this industry. So the group and how you set the tone number for how everybody operates, being able to work with the guys in mock calls and the trainings and work together. Everybody was on mission and with the same goal in mind. So it made every piece just gel together well, because we understood the assignment, we understood the vision, the opportunity that was in front of us, and then being with a group of like-minded individuals was a huge impact for me. It made this journey really enjoyable. It wasn't like an uphill grind. It wasn't cutthroat. It wasn't one of those things that's a beat down and you know somebody's telling you either going to sink or swim. It was very empowering to have all the tools I needed to accomplish the goal I had. So it's been good from top to bottom.
Yeah, man, that's awesome. What do you think of the sales training? Like, so a lot of people come in here from other sales industries and be like,
Yeah.
"Oh, I could sell ice to an Eskimo." But like, so from someone like you who's coming from like a B2B sales background, you've been in sales for 5 years already. How does the sales training that we have here differ compared to like every other sales training you've ever gotten?
Man, that's a great question, because that was one of the most, I guess, refreshing surprises that I had when I came into the program. You know, I came from more of a presentation style training,
Hmm.
and in operation to where I was trying to land roles. But not it's not that your style is even just different, which it is, but it's also an elevated, in my sense, an elevated approach to sales, of being able to really target the psychology of sales and allow the customer to walk themselves with guided questioning, very intentional operation through the entire script and the conversation of getting the customer to see why themselves, why they need the solution that they're seeking. And they sell themselves. And so I felt like learning and practicing this. I'm a Star Wars fan through and through. So I felt like a master Jedi being able to play some mind games.
There
And
you go.
man, I mean, it made it went from thinking that, you know, it could be a lot of heavy lifting to, man, it's just a simple walk. It's almost like you're just the only thing you're lifting is somebody's hand to hold it and walk them through the process. And it's a very smooth, very organized, easily communicated. It's been nice, real good.
Yeah, man. So now time for the big reveal. What kind of results have you seen since joining? What kind of
Man,
wins?
man, it's been so I got to the onboarding offer with V-Shred through One Call Closers. I went through four. I haven't even got a chance to talk to you about this one. I went through the fourth interview with the Sales League, and actually interviewing a 60-minute interview with Jay. Man, I'm forgetting his last name. With VGA Closers or VGA, and they do a pipeline and sales train closers and house closers for four different coaches and industries, and was offered a position there. But I let him, I was upfront and honest and let him know that I had actually been offered a role. And after that interview, was going to accept the role with Pampa Group, because
So you got multiple offers
yes,
through our pipeline. Yeah,
yes,
cool,
yeah,
man.
yeah. So three different industries, three different groups, and between your insight on the Loom video presentation and sending those out, how to structure those, the insight on the resume, LinkedIn, self-sourcing, like there was no stone unturned when it came to the resources you gave me, and being able to not only find these opportunities and then you were sending them our way because the role I actually landed was directly from your pipeline, and it was huge. And so to not only have a plentiful opportunity, you had me prepared to get in front of these people, and so it was a big deal. So, but
Yeah.
I I did that last interview with the sales league in an attempt to say, hey, you know what, man, I'm new to the industry. Last thing I want to do is if I'm a couple years down the road, 3 years down the road, I don't want to tell these guys I don't want to do the final interview, even though I'm pretty sure I'm going to accept the Pampa Group offer. So I was up front with him before began all that stuff. Wanted to hear his offer that they were trying to align me up with, and that alone here in my heart on that, he said, you know what, I'm gonna send you my personal information if it doesn't work out with Pampa Group or if you're 12, 24 months down the road. He said, reach out to me at any time and would love to stay connected with you just because of how you handled that opportunity. And so just through this group and how you've led the group, how the group operates, it just creates amazing opportunities for us to network, grow that network. And I've already seen fruit of that in my life just here in the first 6 weeks of being a part of it.
Yeah, man. Isn't it so sick that once you master the skill of sales, specifically in high ticket, then all of a sudden you go from this person, traditional sales might be struggling to get another job. I mean, if you're in that situation too, once you understand the psychology of sales, then all of a sudden you're attractive to the marketplace and you have 3, 4 different companies begging to hire you because they know that you have the
Yeah.
skill set. And so even though you took an offer with Dr. Pampa, you still have this company on the backside, which is like, hey, we'll hire you if that doesn't go well. Not a lot of people have that opportunity. So that's really freaking awesome, dude. Tell us a little bit more about the offer that you accepted, right?
Yeah.
I mean, the guy that you're going to be working with is a well-known figure online it's
Mhm.
in the health and wellness space. Is that right? Tell us a little bit about the offer.
Yeah. So, man, it's a great funnel from beginning to end. It's very meaningful work. They're actually the team that I'm working with is actually, it's led faith-based. And so, just on a personal level for me, that doesn't apply to everybody out there. I know, KCA is standing on that as well, but, that's a huge piece and just a bonus that I got to go in on. But it just intrigues me and it excites me the level of care that I hear because of that, how they take care of customers. So, the customers come in and they've paid for $167 blood panel screening, and those that are having, some of the biggest issues, they're then able to then reach out with the consultant, which is the role I'll be in, to be able to sign up for a 12-month program where they will be able to have the help, assistance program, diagnosing, and everything that they need to keep the years that they have and keep the quality of life they have, and even add to that, and even maybe add some years to enjoy time with those that they love most. And so, man, it's just deep, meaningful work, a proven system, a ton of case studies that have been really well documented. And Dr. Pompa is just really the little bit I've gotten to interact or be involved. He's very passionate about helping people live healthy in a clean manner. It's a lot of holistic health opportunities for people to be well. And man, it's just the mission of his, and he's sharing that with as many people as he can. So I'm excited to get in there and join in.
Yeah. How's it feel being able to sell something to someone where it's like you don't have to be the snake oil salesman that has to use pressure tactics, but you're actually selling a life-changing program that is helping people live longer? Probably feels pretty awesome. Yeah.
Yeah, no, I'm excited. It's one of those things that I work out anywhere from 5 to 7 days a week myself. Health and fitness has always been a thing. I have actually written out training and food programs for people I personally know, just because I know what it can do for them in the long run if they create those healthy lifestyles. By no means am I on the level that Dr. Pomp is offering, but it's important. Meaning, I've done this in my free time, so to be able to get paid what they're offering to pay me to do it is it's easy to wake up and do that every
Yeah.
day. So
Yeah. Yeah. Tell us a little bit about that part. What are the top earners on that sales team doing right now, commission wise?
Man, so top earners are bringing in 300K plus annually. The average earners are between 150 and 2, and the lowest in earners are 6 figures plus. So just being able to even jump in my mind, it's already. I'm not one of those that sees myself in some big grandiose way. My saying actually is, I'm not the strongest, the fastest, the smartest, whatever it is, but I'm good at outlasting the pain. So I know I'll get in and do whatever amount of reps and learning I need to get where I want to go. But between your training and what I've learned, I expect to be out of the gate in between that 150 to
Oh
200K,
yeah.
and then
Oh, yeah.
shooting for that 300K range. Now, the exciting thing is in the final interview, they've already begun seeing an influx like they've never seen before, and their top earners are projected between 350 and 400 in 2026. And so, excited to get in there and just put the pedal down and get after it and see what I'm able to accomplish. So,
Yeah. That's awesome, dude.
yeah.
Top earners on that role are doing anywhere from 25 to 30 grand a month, and you're going
Yeah.
to kill it right out the gate. Like, you're not just a salesperson that shows up and talks, but now you've got this training where you understand the
Yeah.
psychology of how to guide a buyer to a buying decision. So that's super awesome, man. Second to last question I have for you, Jeremy. What sort of effect is this having on your, or is this going to have on your personal life now, right? Going
Yeah.
from a traditional sales role where you're out in the field, you're talking to business owners, they might tell you to screw off, to now like you're selling something that is, I mean, right up your alley. You're passionate about it. It's also helping other people, and you're also going to be able to do it from the comfort of your own home and make great money through it. How's this going to change things for you, for your family, future? Tell me about that.
Yeah. Yeah, I'll give you some details, but I think for everybody listening, including us two, if it's pretty obvious how big of a benefit that's going to be in my life. But man, just the drive and the passion alone of what I'm selling. Let's start there. To bring the energy, the vision casting, the new locks to some personal goals I have, and different things like that. I mean, it just only fuels those pieces in a different way than weighing on me each day and dreading getting to the next day to have to face it all over again. So going from dread to having to repeat the process to excited and can't wait to do it over again. Just that one change in my life is going to, and already has, in this last week of being offered the role, has allowed me to smile more, be driven more, be focused on opportunities and things that are coming about. And so, yeah, it's impacted, and it's going to keep impacting my kiddos, my friends, my personal life, the things I can do with my kiddos, travel, more snow skiing, maybe a few more toys for me and the kids to go rip around on. And so, man, it's nothing but positive in every aspect of those things. And even spiritually, man, just, this is the job I was actually specifically praying for after I've been, actively pursuing to, try to start applying as we're going through your course and feeling equipped to get going. And I really feel like it was an opportunity to feel the Father's arms around me and saying, hey, here you go. Like, just keep seeking after me and keep trusting me, and go help as many people as you can to feel my love as well, and add some years of their life. So it's just been good in every area.
Yeah, there you go, man. Last question for you. So, Jeremy, for anyone that might be tiptoeing around the high ticket industry, they might have seen our ads, they've been considering joining, they've seen our videos, and they're debating on if they're wanting to join, or they're on the fence. What would you say to someone like, so you're in the position where you've joined the program, you've been through it, and you've gotten a result. Now you're experiencing the result. What would you say to someone who's on the fence and they're considering joining KCA?
Mm. Um, so I come from where I've done two big business ventures in my lifetime, and it is absolutely true. It takes money to make money. If you are at all frustrated or in a situation where you feel like you're not doing something that you are meant to do or that brings you alive, and you have that itch to, make a change or maximize your opportunities before you reach the end of your life, you need to invest whatever amount of money you need to take that opportunity. When you get to the end of your life, the cost of this course you won't even remember it. But for me, it was well worth the money. Just the network alone, the training alone, was actually worth more than what I paid for it at the end of the day. And so, um, I'm one of those, you don't have time to waste. Don't look back and spend another 10 years doing something that's just draining life out of you. Bet on yourself, believe in yourself, take a chance to say, hey, you know what? Instead of this money sitting in a bank account or me buying a bunch of, chips and stuff that's not even helping me live my best life anyways, I'm going to invest it into me and my training and my growth. And regardless of how this ends up turning out, as far as like what job or whatever it may be, you will grow from this program just as a person, individual, and the skills you acquire. So I wouldn't hesitate to do it again. Like I said, knowing what I know now would have paid even more to get round two of it. So don't hesitate if you're even on the fence about it.
Cool, man. That's awesome. So fulfilling to be able to hear that, because I know when you first joined and now you're completely different, dude. So
Yeah.
yeah, it's been awesome working with you, Jeremy. You've been a fantastic client. And thanks for your kind words.
Yep. I appreciate all the investment, appreciate your help. And I look forward to staying connected with this group. Been helping multiple guys over text message, and just they've been asking questions about interviews, stuff like that. Man, created some really good friendships for the long run through this deal. So I appreciate it.
Yeah. Yeah, dude. And it's awesome that it's funny that you said, because we'll randomly have clients who are currently selling roles jump back in. And they're like, yeah, I made 3,000 this week or 4,000 this
Yeah.
week, or,
Yeah.
you know, and
Yeah.
it's super motivating to all those clients. It's going to be awesome to see you on that side.
Heck yeah.
All right, cool, man. Anyways, that's it for this video. We'll see you on the next one.